Welcome to another Down the Rabbit Hole video. Just going to do a quick video about one that I have waited almost 30 years to solve. A big mystery of an old game that I played and my brother and sister played to death back in 1990 has finally been solved. I was listening to the IGN GameScoop podcast where they talked about how on Reddit there's a forum called, now it has a slightly racy name, but it's not what you think. It's actually called Tip of My Joystick, and it's a play on words of tip of my tongue. There's a game I know, but I've forgotten the title of it. Can anybody help me out? It's on the tip of my tongue, or in this case, tip of my joystick. What they do is if you can describe a game well enough, somebody will pipe up and say, hey, I think that's this game or that game. So I thought, right, this 30-year-old title that has been bugging me, I'm going to post it up there. The best way I could describe it was a lot like Dragon Spirit on the Nintendo Entertainment System. In fact, I gave up looking for this thing because all results I would ever get off Google or various searches is Dragon Spirit on the Nintendo Entertainment System. It's a shoot 'em up where you're a dragon and you just basically breathe your fire or shoot your lightning or whatever. And I know that the one difference with this game that I have in my head, first of all, we played it on our old 286 computer. This is not it, actually. This is no picture of it. This is somebody else's 286, but it's roughly the size and style that we had in the setup. It was in the old spare room. And yeah, we would play this game where you are a dragon flying upward and you would take on, various other flying enemies and you'd breathe fire. But a major mechanic was the hatching of eggs, and then the eggs, if you treated them well, a very powerful dragon would be born out of it. And I remember posting this many times and saying, does anybody know the game I'm talking about? It was on a computer, say like a 286 back in 1990, but it was not Dragon Spirit. Every reply I would get on any forum, everybody would say, oh, you mean Dragon Spirit on the Nintendo Entertainment System. I'd be like, no, not that one. It's like that for sure, but it's got this hatching egg thing going on. And people would eventually just come back, no, you mean Dragon Spirit on the NES. You're just remembering it wrong. And I was so mad. I would bang my head. I was like, every search I would ever do online, it would always come back Dragon Spirit, NES. It's like, no, it's not that game. I admit it's very similar, but it's not that game. So I thought, right, I'm going to post this on Tip of My Joystick and see what these guys say. And seriously, within a couple hours, maybe 4 or 5 hours max, somebody piped back with, it sounds to me like you're talking about Dragon's Breath, also known as Dragon Lord. Came out on the Amiga and the Atari ST, and I think the Commodore 64. Nobody mentioned the 286, and I can't find proof of it being on the 286, but hey, whatever. I ran the footage you're looking at right now past my brother and sister, and I said, okay, please answer this for me because it's been 30 years. Is this the game? Because I've been driving myself crazy trying to find this thing again, and all I ever get in any searches online or any people that I ask is it's Dragon Spirit on the NES. Is this the game? My sister took a little bit, she was like, definitely that looks like the egg hatching mechanic. And definitely these views of kind of looking around the valleys and stuff like that. I don't remember seeing these three faces at the beginning, but that could just be my memory, she said. But definitely, where's the footage of it flying up and doing the breathing fire? Because that was definitely it. I don't think you got the right game here. And then I posted some other footage. This stuff here is slightly lower grade quality, but you can definitely see it's the dragon doing the shoot 'em up section of the game. So this is the game. I'm so happy to have finally found this answer because I have been looking for this thing forever. And it was always that hatching egg mechanic was so central to the game and made it definitely not Dragon Spirit on the NES. But that's the only result I would ever get. So consider that retro gaming itch finally scratched. I'm so happy to announce that this is definitely it. I can now rest in peace. Anyway, that's it. Until next time, we'll see you down the rabbit hole.